As of this moment, the word is out. We are going to try to bring back Firefly. And this time, we're going to animate it. Crazy or not crazy?
Not crazy. Crazy.
It's crazy.
Not crazy.
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 It's crazy, but it just might work.
Hey, what?
We would need Joss's blessing. I got it.
The rights from 20th Century Fox
/ Disney.
Said yes. The showrunner. I got 2.
Fuck you. Fuck me.
A script.
We got it. Oh, and I'm about to go pitch this thing, so wish me luck.
Good luck, Captain Tight Pants. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck, everybody else.
Nerderotic.com.
Well, hello, everyone. There's been a lot of Joss Whedon news in the last 48 hours. Unfortunately, both the projects we're about to discuss didn't involve Joss Whedon or will not involve Joss Whedon. So let's start with the good news. The Buffy reboot starring Sarah Michelle Gellar is not moving forward at Hulu. And it's such a shock considering that this was going to be a show run and directed by Chloe Zhao, a female showrunner and director. And we have been recently told by Maggie,
starts to get dangerous when women have their hands on a lot of money.
Well, no fucking shit.
And once again, we have another example of why this is absolutely true. According to Deadline, Hulu has opted not to proceed with its Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot starring and executive produced by Sarah Michelle Gellar, the wife of Freddie Michelle Gellar. She broke the news to fans on Instagram Saturday morning.
Unfortunately, Hulu has decided not to move forward with Buffy New Sunnydale. I want to thank Chloe Zhao because I never thought I would find myself back in Buffy's stylish yet affordable boots. And thanks to Chloe, I was reminded how much I love her and how much she means not only to me, but to all of you. And this doesn't change any of that.
Bullet dodged.
The decision follows weeks of speculation about the fate of the pilot. Sources describe it as not perfect, noting that Zhao's sensibility may not have been the perfect match for the reboot. Zhao is now riding a wave of critical acclaim for her latest movie, Hamnet, which has 8 Oscar nominations.
Never heard of it.
And let's not forget Chloe Zhao directed one of Marvel's biggest flops, The Eternals, which indeed saved lives because fewer people got into their cars to drive to the movie theaters. As you may or may not know, I am a huge Buffy, Angel, and Firefly fan, and I have talked about it with Mahler endlessly on live streams and will continue to do so. But this is the best news possible because it is utterly preposterous to think that a Firefly, Angel, or Buffy project would be successful without Joss Whedon. Now, he's not a man without his flaws. He's a massive hypocrite. He has massive TDS. There's that famous picture of him with Anita Sarkeesian. And yes, he is a self-proclaimed male feminist, and he turned out to be the picture-perfect version of a male feminist because he cheated on his wife often. But for the morons on Twitter who are saying that if we show support for Joss, we support some sort of sexual assault, well, I would challenge them to find a single charge in civil court or criminal court. There has never been any proof of that, and until I see that, I'm just going to assume that it's more opportunistic Me Too Hollywood bullshit.
Not that one, but the very next one.
Look, right there, yeah. I'm the director. To put the man in the frame of the lens of the camera, with the left then they make the movie to happen for people to see. We'll try that.
The only thing we do know is Joss can be a massive asshole, and I say, so what? So maybe Sarah Michelle Gellar, who is really sad right now, should have thought about that before canceling the one guy who could have gotten her show greenlit, Joss Whedon. But instead, she decided to join Charisma Carpenter and the late Michelle Trachtenberg and pile on the guy after he got piled on by Ray Fisher and Gal Gadot. While Joss Whedon probably shouldn't have taken on the Justice League job at all, but the thought of taking a note on a script from Gal Gadot is absolutely insane, and Ray Fisher didn't want to say a word that Cyborg said in the Teen Titans cartoon because he thought he was racist. And by the way, how's your career been going since then? But back to Buffy, I did read one page from the script, and I am not surprised at all that they shit-canned it because it looked absolutely terrible. Now, it was the last page of the pilot, and it kind of told you where Buffy was at the time, and it was in an extremely stupid and sad place. But within 24 hours of Buffy getting shit-canned by Disney, Nathan Fillion finally announced what he has been teasing for a month with the crew of Firefly. They are bringing it back as an animated series, and I'm not going to lie, that's a massive disappointment, particularly because they couldn't even get Joss Whedon back for a cartoon. And it's going to take place in between Firefly and Serenity, so essentially it's another mid-quel, interquel, and I'm just done with these. Firefly was a great series because it was only one season. It never had a chance to get bad, and the movie was brilliant, but in case you have forgotten, and maybe some of you are just young out there, Firefly did go viral, in a sense, in the early days, and that's why the Serenity movie was made, and it flopped. The movie was absolutely brilliant, but it still flopped because there wasn't enough fans. And the thing here is they announced a Firefly show without a distributor. Apparently, Disney is really excited about it, but not excited enough to put it on Disney Plus or Hulu. So once again, they're going to the fans to start a viral campaign to convince someone else to distribute the show. At this point, why don't you just crowdfund it? I think that would probably work a lot better. Some of you may or may not be aware that Hollywood is a complete ghost town right now, and this is the worst time possible to pitch a project connected to an animation studio as the AI apocalypse quickly approaches. There was a time I would have loved nothing better than to see Buffy continue and Angel continue and Firefly continue, but that time has long passed. Like it or not, you're going to have a hard time getting anyone outside of the Firefly fandom to watch this because it's animated, and you're going to have even fewer Firefly fans interested because Joss Whedon's not involved. And it's really that simple. There is no Firefly or Buffy without Joss Whedon. And while Nathan Fillion and the crew have always been great to the Firefly fandom, unfortunately, we live in different times because now you're asking for the fans to help you in an era where Hollywood hasn't been great with the fandom. But I think it's good news that the Buffy show got canceled because it was going to be a complete disaster. And while it's nice to see the Firefly crew back together again, I think I'm going to pass on this one.
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.